Welcome to this presentation on the critical role of formal balloting in healthcare standards development. Today we'll explore why balloting is essential for creative, effective, widely adopted standards and how HL7 Australia implements this process. Formal balloting forms the backbone of credible standards development worldwide. This structured approach ensures standards are not just technically sound, but also widely accepted and implementable. Let's examine why balloting is so crucial. First, balloting ensures genuine consensus. By bringing diverse stakeholders to the table, we prevent any single interest group from dominating the standards development. Further, ballot consensus rules prohibit preponderance of influence of any single participant. Second, it enables rigorous peer review. This critical step mitigates the risk of standards being incomplete or impractical when implemented in real-world settings. Third, balloting significantly enhances adoption and compliance. Extensive experience demonstrates that standards development through open balloting processes are more likely to be adopted by industry when stakeholders have been involved, enforced by regulators who view them as fair and unbiased, and used globally across different healthcare systems. Fourthly, balloting processes promote traceability by ensuring that all feedback on standards from participants are formally captured and recorded, along with consensus-based responses or dispositions to the feedback. This traceability supports greater accountability and minimises repeated efforts in future revisions of the standard. Consider fire as a primary example. It became a global standard precisely because HL7 stress tested it through extensive balloting, ensuring broad acceptance across the healthcare ecosystem. Finally, balloting builds transparency and trust. All decisions are thoroughly documented, eliminating backroom deals. Negative votes must be both justified and reconciled, creating a clear accountability framework. It's worth noting that all reputable standards development organisations ballot their standards to ensure three critical qualities. 1. They must be consensus-driven, not controlled by dominant groups. 2. They must be technically sound through comprehensive peer review. 3. And they must be widely adopted with backing from both industry and regulators. This process is particularly critical in fields like healthcare and information technology, where defective standards can have serious and widespread consequences for patient care and data integrity. Let's now examine how HL7 Australia implements balloting. Our process aligns with HL7 International's methodology, but is tailored to meet Australian healthcare requirements and the local standards development community. The process begins with developing a draft standard. An HL7 Australia work group develops or adapts a standard and subjects it to internal review, ensuring it meets quality thresholds for balloting. Next comes the call for ballot. HL7 Australia announces a ballot period, typically lasting 2 to 4 weeks. Those intending to vote must register for the ballot. Participation is limited to registered HL7 Australia voting members. During the voting period, participants submit one of 3 responses: affirmative, affirmative with comments, or negative with supporting comments. These comments must be specific and actionable, proposing solutions where possible. Each comment must be categorised as either substantive, affecting the meaning or implementation of the standard, or non-substantive, addressing editorial concerns. When the ballot period closes, the work group reviews and addresses all comments. All negative votes must be resolved, either through changes to the standard or withdrawal of the negative following discussion. If unresolved negative votes remain, issues may be escalated to the Technical Steering Committee, once established, or the HL7 Australia Board for arbitration. Importantly, all comment dispositions are documented as accepted, rejected, or deferred. The draft is then updated to incorporate accepted changes. If substantial modifications are made, additional balloting cycles may be required. Finally, once approved, the standard is published on the HL7 Australia website or submitted to HL7 International for broader adoption. HL7 Australia's balloting process ensures our standards are rigorously reviewed, industry-aligned and practical for implementation. Your participation as healthcare stakeholders is critical to shaping Australia's digital future. If you would like to participate in this essential process, join HL7 Australia. Remember, membership is required for voting, or verify that your HL7 Australia membership is active. Engage with a work group in your area of expertise and monitor HL7 Australia announcements for upcoming ballot opportunities. Thank you for your attention. For more information, please contact us at the address shown on the screen.